Welcome to another edition of Far Country Tall Tales and True. Ever wondered about the probability that God exists? Sometimes it's easier to think about faith ideas with a picture or image. Just a couple of years ago, there was a lot of social media hype about Bayes' theorem as a great tool for happiness, life and living. Truth is, Bayes' theorem has its uses and its limitations, but it can be visually interesting, can help us to solve certain kinds of problems, and it might have something to say about God. How? Here's one example often talked about. There's a court case. It's about a late-night hit-and-run incident. There are only two suspects. One drives a blue taxi, the other a green taxi. The one and only witness says the cab was blue. But the jury also hears the following info. 85% of all the taxis in town are green and 15% blue. Night vision tests show witnesses are correct about colour identification 80% of the time. That's verbally complex, but Bayes can make it visually simple. Demonstrate, please. Let's say there are a total of 100 taxi cabs in the town. 15% are blue. That's easy. 15 squares. And obviously there are 85 green taxis. But the key to this is what the witness sees. He has a 20% chance of seeing a blue cab as green. So you have to take away a fifth of the blue cabs because he truly believes they're green. But also, he has a 20% chance of seeing a green cab as blue. That means he might misidentify a fifth of 85 green cabs. That's 17 he thinks are blue cabs, truly. So they have to be added. The witness said the cab was blue, so the total number of possible IDs are both his true identifications and his misidentifications. That's 12 plus 17, 29. Hence, the probability he made a true blue identification is 12 out of the 29. And that comes to 41%. Okay, but what's that got to do with God's existence? Maybe the answer to God's existence isn't about what we rationally think, but about the images, the whispers, the irrational thoughts that float above and below the world of numbers and measurement. Bayes' theorem is simple and elegant, yet hard to say in words. But as pictures, Bayes' theorem got easier, at least for me. Father, mother, sister, brother, lover, friend are all familiar Christian images standing for God. Does it make one iota of difference to the probability that God exists that these are human images, anthropomorphic images? And maybe, just maybe, the fact that these images do arise naturally, ambiguous and multivalent, gives rise to a question in the style of Bayes. What is the probability of God's existence given the fact of our existence? I'm David Bell. Do subscribe with the purple-yellow button below right or from the photo ID at the end of the video. There's a couple of recommendations for you. Join me again next week, same time, same channel, and thanks for watching.